Example 1. Correlation. Weighing seals with a camera and drawing a scatter diagram. Listed below are the overhead widths, centimeters, of seals measured from aerial photographs and weights, kilograms of these same seals, based on mass estimation of Weddell seals using techniques of photogrammetry. This is by R. Garrett of Montana State University. The purpose of the study was to determine if weights of seals could be determined from overhead photographs. So if we take a look at the first column, we have overhead width, which is in centimeters. And then the second column is in weight, which is kilograms. So the first column always represents the x variable, which is the explanatory variable. And then here we have the y, which is the dependent variable, because it's dependent upon x. Now, if we take a look at the graph here, this is a scatter diagram. You can look here that on the x-axis we have the overhead width, on the y-axis we have the weight. So you can see here we start at 7.0 and go all the way to 10, and then here we're going from 102 to 260. Well, the reason why we're going from 7 to 10 is because our lowest overhead width is 7.2. So we're starting at 7.0, okay, and then going to the following. Okay, so then if you look at the weight, the lowest weight is 116 and the highest is 245, so we're going in increments of 20 here, going from 100 to 260. So if we take a look at that first order pair, that's how we're graphing the scatter diagram. So in this scenario here, we can see that this first order pair is going to represent 7.2 and then 116. And then this next point is going to be 7.4 and then 154. So we have 7.2, 7.4, and then the next one is 8.4, 191. So therefore this order pair is 8.4 and then 191. Okay, and then the next point is 8.8 and 200. Okay, and then the next point is going to be 9.4 and 202. And then the last point is going to be 9.8 and 245. Okay. Now, as you can see here, the figure to the right is a scatter plot of the paired overhead width and weight measurements, because this is paired data. The points show a distinct pattern of increasing values from left to right. This pattern suggests that there is a correlation between overhead widths and weights of seals. Now, this suggests that we can weigh seals with the camera. Now notice the axes are labeled in the graph as a title. This helps the reader interpret the information in the graph. Now again, with correlation, the distinct pattern of the plotted points suggests that there is a correlation between overhead widths and weights of seals. So let's just take a look at this, and I'm just going to draw a line here. So I'm going to draw a solid line, okay, and so if I drew a line somewhere in between these points, right, they don't have to be connecting, but you can see that in general these points are kind of close to the line, which then kind of show you that there is a correlation.